Yes, do you know that every stubborn child is trying to communicate something? And the question is, as a parent, as a caretaker of children, as a mentor, are we listening to the children? Are we taking time to listen to whatever that they are telling us, whatever their emotions, their actions are really speaking to us? We are going to get the answers through this video. So before I proceed, I would like to I would like to tell you, if you want more of these videos that are going to help you on how you can raise up your child, how you can raise up your child and help them to understand, so that you can understand your child more, just subscribe onto this YouTube channel. We shall be sharing more of videos like this that will help you to understand your child, and perhaps if you have any question, you can be sharing with us and we shall be interacting. So you can subscribe onto the channel and then also hit the notification button so that in case there is any upload of a video, you can be among the first people that will be able to get this video. Let me just take you through Daniel's story. Daniel was a child whom every person at home, every evening, would bring chaos at home from school. He would come from school and then come back home, and he would be stubborn. He was very stubborn that he would not even do his. At times, he would even refuse to do the daily chores that the mother and the father have given him to do. Whenever he would reach home, he would make sure he disorganizes everything at home so that he can try to get the attention of the parents. But what most of these parents, what of the Daniel's parents, they didn't give Daniel attention. What they were doing, they were just backing up at Daniel, telling him, why can't you be like other kids? Stop being stubborn. Why are you disobedient? Daniel kept on behaving like that several times, and the parents came to know that it seems we are having a very stubborn kid that cannot even understand what we are telling him. Even when we tell him what we want, he can never even listen. So they kept on taking it normally that their kid, in the names of Daniel, is stubborn. But the fact is, Daniel wasn't stubborn. So that process, that behavior that Daniel was in, kept on going on several times, and for several years, until one of the teachers who were teaching Daniel, simply because these teachers take a lot of time, and they take a lot of time with these children at school. They make sure that they are doing whatever it costs to make sure that these children understand whatever they are teaching. So in case a child has failed to really understand what the teacher is teaching, or in case there is a certain behavior that the child is trying to experience or to show out, they can easily notice because they take time with these children. So one of the teachers that were teaching Daniel called Daniel's mother and told Daniel, please just come at school, have some urgent issue that I want to discuss with you. So Daniel's mother went to school, and when she reached to school, the teacher told her, I think what Daniel is going through is not stubbornness. And the mother was quiet. It seems Daniel is not being heard, like he's not being given time, and he's not being heard. Whenever he speaks, his voice is not heard. The mother obviously defended herself and said, no, but we give Daniel time. We talk to him. We talk to him like whenever he asks anything, we can be able to reply. The teacher said, it's not about you being able to reply whenever he asks something. It's not about you whenever maybe he's at home that you talk to him, maybe back at him and tell him what to do, like maybe ordering him to do the chaos. But it's about the time that you spend with him, that ask him whatever that he's going through. So that evening, the teacher, actually the mother to Daniel, was left silent. She had nothing that she would say. So that evening she came back home. When she got home, of course, Daniel still came back from school. When he came back to school this time around, he was very stubborn. He reached home and started kicking all the chairs around. And after kicking all the chairs around, he went and opened his door and entered into his room and even closed. That day evening, he refused even to do his home chores. When he refused to do the home chores, the mother got mad, and the mother was going to hit Daniel, told him, you. But before her raising her voice, she thought and was like, but what am I doing is what I'm doing right? Then she said, let me first go and try to speak to Daniel. When the mother reached and knelt before Daniel, after kneeling before Daniel, asked him, Daniel, how are you? He said, I'm fine. Why are you behaving like this? Is there anything wrong that is disturbing you? There were minutes. The fact is, there were minutes of silence. Daniel was not speaking, even the mother was not speaking. And the mother to Daniel felt like maybe he should stop even whatever. He felt like he should stop, and because her time is gone, she felt like she should stop even giving time to Daniel and even go and do her own things. That's what she felt like. But something kept on telling her, please wait, wait until you see Daniel open up himself to you. And the mother kept on waiting, and out, and slowly, Daniel spoke out. A small voice came from him and said, at school, I have failed to understand my homework, and whenever I try to understand my homework and feel it in a week at school, my teacher tells me I have failed everything and my friends laugh at me. I have tried my best, but no one is listening to me. Daniel started crying, and even the mother felt like the mother first felt speechless and was like, my child has been going through this, but I've not been helping. So that evening was a very silent evening in that Daniel's family, in that the years that the father and the mother thought that Daniel was stubborn. He wasn't stubborn, but he was just going through a lot. That's why he kept on behaving in that way. And many of us as parents, we have not taken time to really get to know what our kids are going through. There are certain behaviors that they are really showing out, but we are not taking time. We have not taken time to really come to understand and discover when did this behavior start and what is the cause of this behavior in the life of our children. So just as I told, that children are going through depression, they are bullying them at school. Some children have even gone silent. There's a kid who used to talk. Now daddy comes back home late, mommy comes back home late. Even even the maid who is at home doesn't give the kid time. The kid is only given the TV. So whatever coaching that he has to get everything onto there. I'm not saying these things are wrong, they are good, but under management, they can be able to help our kids understand themselves and let us spare time for the kids, so that the kids that we are raising can be kids that will give glory and honor to the name of God. That when you as a parent you raise up a kid, that you as a parent, when you raise up a kid that is good, that shall be able to stand in your own, stand able to stand in you and represent you when you are not there. So the greatest gift as a parent that you can give your kid is not wealth. I'm just letting you know that it's the time that you spend with your child. That little time that you spend with your child is brings memorable. I don't know which word I can use that you can really understand, but there are those, it brings memorable memories. Like it leaves memories within them that get stuck inside of them, that they will never forget such memories that you really shared with them as a parent. So you can never, the feeling that you make how you make them feel when you spend time with them, how you make them feel when you play around with them at home, can create loving memories in their lives than even the wealth that you give them, that ways that you're going to give them as a parent. So at this time around, I'm just going to request that if you're still onto this video, just go into the comment section. If you have any moment that you're really sure you spent that moment with your parent, and you will never forget that moment. Maybe your parent died, maybe he's still alive, but those moments that you spent with them, you still recall those moments. Just come and share with us in the comment section and let us know if what I'm speaking is right, because I'm sure there are memories that we have shared with our parents and we shall never forget them, but there are things that our parents have given us and we have forgotten all of them. So just get into the comment section, share with us what are some of these moments that you will never forget, that you will never forget as a parent, but it is simply because your parent took time with you, he was with you, and you shared a lot with them. Perhaps gave you ideas. Maybe you went for an outing. He took you for ice cream. Moments that you're really sure that I will really never forget this. So as I finalize, I urge you as parents, as come to conclusion, I urge you as parents that let us reflect on what we teach our children. Let us reflect on what we teach our children. Let us guide our children the way they are supposed to be guided. Let us disciple them in a way that is right, in a way that we really want them to be. Let us model them and encourage them in everything that they are doing, so that they can grow the best versions of ourselves as parents, so that these kids can grow in the best versions of ourselves. Because if they cannot grow in the best versions of ourselves, then it means we are going to raise up people that really don't know, people that you're sure that in case you're not aware, they cannot be able to stand in your name. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and let's wait for the next video. Come tomorrow at this very time.